Hello and welcome to Blackmans Bay Studios.
Hang on a minute. Ain't you the famous Michael Dennis?
Hey, ain't you the famous Keith Wheatland? Yeah, so welcome to Blackmans Bay Studios, and before we start we should mention that if you're wondering about the degree of separation between Keith and myself, there is a degree of separation, and Keith, being the wizard of editing that he is, he can actually bring us back together so it looks like we're... So that's...
Well, we are in two different parts of the studio, you know, so...
So we are mindful of the current regulations. They're not as strict as in the UK, for instance, or the mainland Australia, but they're there and we respect them.
And
okay?
that's what we're doing, isn't we?
It is, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, so on to the show, and this has come about after a conversation Keith and myself had about the woke organisation, and Keith brought up a very interesting point.
Yeah.
And that is, Keith, what is woke, what isn't woke, and where's the line?
Well, this is where the problem is. For many of you who don't know what woke means, you've only got to look at people like Justin Trudeau and and all your lovies, you know, your Hollywood lovies. They're all sort of woke people, you know, gone to the ultraness of political correctness, if you like. But what we want to specifically talk about is this cultural appropriation, Mick.
Yes, that was what came up in the
cultural
appropriation. And it's essentially it boils down to double standards.
Yeah.
And where's the line? And that line, who says that is the line?
Yeah, exactly. I looked on the internet to find out if there are any guidelines on wokeness and anti-wokeness. Can't find any.
No, of course not. No.
So you know, it's just one of those things, and it got us thinking. You know, what's going on with all this stuff? Now, I'll give you an example. Recently, we had a very subdued St. Patrick's Day, didn't we?
Yes.
Around the world because of your China virus. It was very subdued around the world. Some places did do a little bit of it, but it was quite interesting. Now, cultural appropriation, I'm not sure if anybody knows what it's all about. It's this thing where you're not allowed now to dress up or embrace another culture because they don't like you doing it.
Well, apparently.
Well, apparently, but some really don't like you doing it, you know. So we thought, well, you know, just take St. Paddy's Day, for instance. We're going to have some shots about what is allowed and what isn't allowed, and just have a look at some of these photos and we'll run through them quite, you know. Now, see this photo here, Mick?
Yes. Now, Hobart is full of bullshit paddies.
Yeah.
Right? And they come out one day a year,
yeah,
and they have a good fun. They drink lager tinted with green, and they have a lot of fun, and it's a lot of harmless fun, but that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Anybody could dress up as a paddy and take a piss and do anything like that. Lights went out there. Yeah, the old lights went out there. Did you see that? That's our first studio malfunction.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to get onto the grip. Is it the dolly grip? Is he the electrician?
Yeah.
You know, or the best boy? No, I think it's the best boy's the electrician. Anyway, mate. So where were we? We were talking about your old St. Paddy's Day.
Yes, and Hobart is full of bullshit paddies who come out once a year. They dress up in their green, they drink green lager, and they have a bit of a party, and personally I don't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
And it seems that the woke people don't see anything wrong with that either, do they, Keith?
Not at all. You know, like I say, we've got this picture, and see, that's perfectly acceptable, you know. Really what they're doing is taking the piss out of the Irish,
Yeah, of course.
you know?
That's how it can be construed.
You know, yeah, well, that's exactly right.
But they won't decide not to.
You can't do that. Now, take a look at this picture. Like, for instance, if you're going to a fancy dress party, you can't dress up as Red Indians anymore.
No.
You can't even call them Red Indians.
No. Native Americans.
Native Americans,
yeah.
So you can't even use the term Red Indians.
Yeah.
But that, you know, your Paddy's all right, the Irishman is not all right, you know. Have a look at
Indians
this.
are not all right.
No, that's right, you know.
Now the third picture is there is a black man dressed in a kilt.
Yeah.
Right? And apparently that's acceptable.
Perfectly acceptable. Now, there's no cultural appropriation going on there whatsoever, is there?
No.
You know?
Now, you do get black people in Scotland, though, Keith, don't you?
You do, yeah. But I'm not sure there would be many black people who are qualified to wear a tartan.
Yeah.
But anyway, you know.
Yeah, but that's nevertheless that's still acceptable, isn't it?
Yeah.
What about people dressed as Robinson's
Jam mascots?
Yeah, called gollywogs?
No.
Definitely not.
So that's not allowed.
No.
Right?
No.
So they're not allowed. You black blow in a kilt, fine. This isn't fine, you know.
Right.
There's other issues there, though. I mean, we're just going to run through some photos. In this cultural appropriation, you know about that bloke Dev Patel playing David Copperfield?
Yeah.
Now, we've got a little picture of him here. Now, this is perfectly acceptable.
Well,
now,
of course it is. Yeah.
remember that David Copperfield, it was actually the life story of Charles Dickens.
Yes, it was. It was.
You know? And Charles Dickens wasn't black, was he?
No, he wasn't. No,
Or he wasn't black, or he
but
wasn't Asian.
In television, they use two terms. It's either one, when they cast it, they were colourblind, or two, it's been reimagined.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it only happens. I mean, are you going to get a white man playing Martin Luther King reimagined his life?
Well,
you're not going to have it, are you?
No, but funny you should say that. We've got a few photos here of. Just have a look at this. Eddie Murphy playing a white man. That's all made up in white. That's acceptable, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, if you have a look at that photo there.
Yeah.
Or playing a Jew.
Yeah.
You know, Eddie Murphy doing that is perfectly acceptable. Have a look at this. This is an Australian Aboriginal, whiting up.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and that's all right, isn't it?
But in Australia, all you ever hear is, well, they've been doing that for 40,000 years.
Yeah,
you know, that's all you ever get.
That's
you know,
right.
they can do what they like
Do what
anyway.
they like,
So,
you know.
Okay, but that's acceptable.
That's acceptable.
Yeah.
Now, this bloke is not acceptable, and this bloke has been banned off of all television screens globally for over 30 years.
Yeah.
And look at him.
Yeah.
Poor old Michael Bates. I mean, it was a fantastic, fantastic show.
A well-respected actor from the UK, and that is not seen on television anymore.
No,
but that's
purely because of him portraying
an Indian.
You know, and that sort of cultural appropriation is banned.
It is.
All the other stuff is fine, though.
Yeah,
isn't
it is. It is
All
fine.
it's absolutely fine. Of course, you know, we spoke about people blacking up before. This bloke here,
the poster boy for the woke, movement.
The woke movement, old Justin Trudeau, he can black up, and everybody's brushed it straight under the table.
How many times, Keith?
Yeah.
How many times has it been?
Yeah. Now, if that had been Donald Trump or Boris Johnson, mate,
from
their feet would not touch.
No, that's right.
Would they? Their feet would not touch.
Condemned uphill and down.
Yeah. And something else that came up only the other week, funny enough, was this issue of this Australian cream or lotion manufacturer who they manufacture skin cream that actually lightens the tone of your skin. And it's been deemed racist, that is.
Yep.
Totally racist if you make your skin whiter.
Yeah.
Not allowed.
No.
You know? And it's actually, I wouldn't say exclusively, but they do it a lot they use it a lot in Sri Lanka for some reason, because the women in Sri Lanka think that them being a lot whiter actually makes them more attractive. I mean, that is open to your interpretation, of course. But But so that's been deemed racist by all accounts. I saw it on the ABC News. You know.
What about tanning,
racist?
though, Keith?
Well, I mean,
That's acceptable, isn't it?
tanning,
Yeah.
but how far do you go?
Well, this is the question. We come back to the question. Where's the line?
Yeah.
Where does acceptability become acceptable?
Blacking up. And I haven't seen any. I've looked for charts. I've looked for the colour chart to say you can tan up to this point. From that point on is blacking up.
Yeah.
You know. You know. I mean, old Stan Grant. He's one, isn't he? You know.
Oh yeah.
He's all right. He can black up
Yeah.
as much as he likes. 50 Shades of Stan.
Yeah.
But you get our drift. There's no guidelines. There is absolutely no guidelines out
So
there.
if there's no guidelines, who's making these rules, Keith?
Well,
Who's saying that is
yeah,
unacceptable?
yeah,
Someone must be saying it.
yeah. And this then comes back to the point: how does one get themselves or get their culture on a woke list? So if, like you know, us, you know, I get called a pommy cunt all the time, you know. Well, what happens if I don't want to be called a pommy cunt?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
can I get myself on the list at least? You know, get that word eradicated from the globe. You know.
Now, the reason Keith used that word, I won't use that word, is because recently he was banned off of Facebook for a week because he used the word chinks. Now, it doesn't matter that he's been called a pommy C on Facebook, that's acceptable.
Yeah.
But because Keith used the word chinks
Yeah.
in reference to Chinese, that's not acceptable
It's not
to
acceptable,
Facebook.
yeah.
Right?
I mean, it's like a lot of other things. I mean, and remember now we're using these in a discussion context. But to use the term Japs, to use the term Pakis, to use the terms, Spics and Dagos, you can't do that anymore. But frogs is all right, isn't it?
Oh yeah. People like to use the word
Frogs,
frogs.
eye-ties are
Eye-ties,
all right,
yeah.
you know. Brits is all right.
Yeah, Brits. Yeah.
Aussies is all right.
Yeah.
You know, they're all shortened versions of the name. So how do we? I want to know how we get on the list. I mean, if anybody's out there that knows how we can get on the list, or you know, to get this, because I'm wondering whether we should have a campaign to stop the word pom, Mick. You know, I want get these woke people because
get them on board.
You know, if one word is derogatory, then well, so is that. Isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't personally find it derogatory, but why is that different from any of the other words?
Yeah.
Why is it different from frogs, for instance?
Yeah. Honky, you can use that.
Oh yeah.
Honky, that is
Whitey,
acceptable.
yeah,
Whitey,
yeah.
Yanks, you can.
Oh yeah.
You know, there's
Where
loads
does it
of
stop?
stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
but it comes back to our point. Where are the guidelines
Yeah.
of this? You know, where is it?
who decided these guidelines
Yeah.
that don't exist? You can't. Oh, you can't say that. Why can't I?
They're the faceless elite. They're the same people that are this lefty elite is what they really are. They're the ones who lost all of the recent world elections, by the way. This faceless elite. If you look at a map of all the people in Britain that voted Labour, they're all around the university towns, all that social, elite, you know. And the same goes for the presidential elections in America, you know.
But it seems that people, when you talk to people, they say how ridiculous it is.
Yeah.
But here we are.
Yeah.
So if so many people say how ridiculous it is, why are we in this position we're in now?
Yeah. We've got to keep the fight going, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
You know, we've got to keep the fight going. I think that's have we got anything else?
There is one thing I want to say, something you told me when I arrived, Keith, is that Keith has sort of alluded to this little film online on Facebook. And one of the people he converses with on Facebook has already branded this little film racist.
And you're not even
And
seeing it.
we haven't even finished it yet.
We hadn't even started shooting
Yeah,
it. Let alone
he's called it racist.
Yeah.
Now,
This is the mentality of the loony left and the elitist left. They think they know better than everybody else.
Yes.
And that's what they're trying to push out. Anyway, now just one other little thing. Did anybody notice the video thumbnail at the beginning? Did you see that little picture at the beginning? Well, that is what they call clickbait. And the reason I put that on there is because over the last few weeks I've been watching some football videos on YouTube, and I've noticed that quite a few of the images, the video thumbnail, had no correlation to the video whatsoever. And I'll give you an example. There's a picture here of the 10 worst penalties or 10 most strangest penalties ever, and there's a goalkeeper sitting on the post, sitting by the post. Now, that shot is nowhere in the video, nowhere. And then I did a bit of digging. It's actually called clickbait. Yeah. So I'll put that picture up at the front to use that as a bit of clickbait. So
if you're on YouTube and you see a little video that with the little snapshot on the front that you think, oh, you might be interested in that,
it means fuck all.
Yeah, and you look at that video and you come away with a sense of disappointment because you didn't get how you imagined it to be. That's clickbait.
That's right. So that's why I use that at the front. So sorry, I hope we didn't upset anybody. Hope we didn't upset any of the woke people for using a picture like that.
Yes. I really hope we didn't do that, Keith.
No, but funny, I hope we fucking did. Alright. So, well.
Okay, well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.
See you very, very soon.
Bye-bye.
Thanks a lot.
This has been a Blackmans Bay Studio production.